Well, good afternoon, my all particularly bright and brilliant grade 4 students. Welcome back to our health education online class. Well, today we are going to continue our lesson, which is Unit 7, that is about simple first aid. Last week we learned all the stuff or materials that we all keep in a first aid kit, alright? So I hope you all remember. And today we are going to another section, which is section A and B. Moving to our first section, which is about cuts and scrapes. If you get cuts and scrapes, there are some simple first aid that can help you, that you can do by yourself, or you can let your brothers or sister do that for you. Because this is very simple and you can do it. You don't have to ask for mom or dad to help you. You can do it by yourself if you have all the first aid kits in the box. Okay, that's why you are required to have the first aid kit box at the home, and you buy all the stuff to keep all those stuff in it, and when you have any emergency you can use those first aid kits to help you for the first simple aid. Okay, right. Okay, so this is very simple for you. I think you can do it if you get a cut or a scrape. So if you get cut or scrape on your parts of your body, you can just follow these tips that can help you. This is the simple first aid that you can do. Okay, right. So if you get cut or scrape, first you have to clean the cut with the antiseptic liquid. You have already learned, you know the antiseptic, right? So the antiseptic is the liquid that we use to kill the bacteria or germs. We have to apply on the cut so that we can kill the bacteria or germs. Okay, if the cut is still bleeding, if you are still bleeding, okay, press on that area with a piece of gauze or a clean cloth. Okay, so press on it and then press it with the gauze and also with the clean cloth. You can get a piece of clean cloth to press on it, okay, to stop bleeding. Okay, you can put on it for a while or press on it for a while, then the cut here will not have more bleeding. All right. And the third tip, you have to cover the wound with the gauze. Cover the wound with the gauze or a plaster to keep the bacteria. Okay, keep out the bacteria. So after pressing on it, after putting a clean cloth on it, you can use a gauze, or you know the gauze already, right? The gauze is a very thin fabric or cloth, and you just cover it. Okay, and why we need to cover it? We have to cover on it because we want to keep out the bacteria. The other bacteria will not fly to get on it, or when you are playing or when you are touching something, the bacteria will not be spreaded to it. Okay, that's why we need to cover on the cut by using a very clean cloth. Another tip is you have to change the gauze daily. You have to change the gauze daily, or the clean cloth that you cover on it, you have to change it daily. Okay, like once a day you can just change it so that your old cloth will not absorb more bacteria on it. So change it daily so that you can get recovered quickly. Okay, so these are the tips for helping you when you get the cut or scrape. Okay, you can practice or following this. You should have a first aid kit box at home, and you have to have all of those stuff so that you can help yourself when you have an emergency. Okay, but if you get a slight burn, if you get the slight burns, you should follow some main tips right here on the left side. And you can also see in the picture right here, Mai got a slight burn on her arm. And what is she doing right here? Okay, as you can see, she is putting her hand under the running water. Okay, so there are some tips for you if you get a slight burn. Okay, so if you get a slight burn, you should place the burnt area under running water for about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, look at Mai's arm. She got a slight burn. Maybe she's touching something hot, and then her arm gets burned right here. So she needs to place her arm under running water for about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so this is the first tip. Place the burnt area under running water for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then what will you do next? Dry the skin gently with a clean cloth. After placing that burn area under running water, you have to dry it. Use a very clean cloth to dry it. Okay, so dry the skin gently with a clean cloth. Okay, so this is the second tip for you to do with this slight burn. Okay, the third, you have to rub some cream, that means for burns on that area. Okay, on the area. So you rub with the cream, okay, the burn cream. So apply on it and you rub it. Okay, so that the cream will get inside and also can cure that burn area. Okay, next you have to cover it with the gauze. Okay, so use a very small or the right side gauze that you can cover on this slight burn. You can cover on it, or if you don't have the gauze, you can have a very small or nice clean cloth to cover on it, avoiding the flies come in or stay on it. Okay, because as you know, flies are everywhere they are the dirty flies, so when they step on your wound, on your slight burn, for sure germs will be there too, because the germs stay on their legs. So when they step on your slight burns or burn area, I'm sure germ will be there too and spread or can cause a serious wound. Okay, so cover it with a gauze. And the last one, you have to observe that area. Observe the area for any swelling or redness. So after a day, you can observe it. Is it becoming bigger, is swelling, or it is becoming red? So observe that. If it is becoming kind of serious, you can go to see doctor. Okay, that is the last choice for you. Okay, so this is only the simple first aid that you can do for yourself when you get slight burn. Okay, again, you should have the simple first aid kit box at home so that you can help yourself when you have an emergency. Okay, so these are some tips for you. I hope you all remember. So when you have cut or scrape, you have to follow these part or these tips. And if you get a slight burn, you can do or following these tips in section B. Well, kids, please write down these tips in your notebook and please let me know when you are done with it, and I'll drop task 1 for you all to complete. Thank you, and I'll see you all in a second video clip. Hi there, welcome to our second video clip of our lesson. So thank you for doing your task 1. Right now we are moving on to our task 2. Are you guys ready? Hope you guys are ready. Okay, so please turn your book, your workbook to page 28, 29, 30 and 31. Okay, your task 2 is on page 28, 29, 30 and 31, so like 4 pages. Okay, read the instruction carefully, okay, before doing these exercises. All right, so look at this. They give you a lot of first aid kits. Okay, look at this in your book. All right, and look at this one. Okay, so you can tick, okay, next to these first aid kits. Okay, if you think that what you really need in some of the situation. Okay, right, read the instruction right here. And to page 30, you need to Sann needs to explain his teacher why he has chosen this item for first aid box. Okay, and help him by explaining the use of 6 of item. Okay, so write down the name of item and the situation. Okay, so look at this. Okay, and then you have to write down with the 6 item. Okay, so what did you choose right here, and you will explain in each table or in each box right here. Okay, with their items and also situation. Okay, so I want you all to read the instruction again and again to understand it, and then you have to complete the task right here. Okay, so when you are done, please send it to my personal Telegram. Okay, and I will be assisting you more if you have any doubts or questions. Okay, so let me know if you have any problem. Right, so I'll see you in the last video clip. Hi dear students, welcome to our last episode of our lesson. So what have you guys learned? So today's lesson is about simple first aid, and we went through in section A and section B the simple first aid for the cuts and scrapes and also slight burns. Okay, as you have already learned and watched in the first video clip, these are the tips that we can do for curing the cuts and scrapes. So if you have cuts or scrapes, you can follow these tips so that they can help you during the emergency. If you get this kind of cuts or scrape, you can follow this tip, okay? Like clean the cut with antiseptic liquid. Why do we need to clean it with the antiseptic? Because we want to kill the germs, right? Okay. And if it is still bleeding, you have to press on it with a piece of gauze or a clean cloth, right? Cover the wound with the gauze and a plaster to keep out the bacteria. And the last one, you have to change the gauze daily, or the clothes that you have to that you wrap on it, you have to change it daily, okay? And section B, slight burn. So if you get slight burn, you have to place that burn area under running water for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then dry the skin gently with a clean cloth. Rub some cream that means for burns, okay, on that area. And cover it with the gauze. Observe the area for any swelling or redness. Okay, I hope you all remember your homework will be posted in the group, and your homework will be about speaking. So I'll give you the example of your speaking. So you have to try your best to do your speaking preparation, and then you have to record the video and send it to my personal Telegram. I will not get the voice. If you send me the voice of your speaking, I will not accept it. I want you to record a video and send it to my personal Telegram. Okay, if possible, you can wear the Camtop uniform. So if you are doing pretty well, I will post your video in our page, okay, in our school page. So try your best to do your speaking preparation, and I will give the topic after you all finish the video, okay? When you finish watching the video, I will post the topic for you and give you some criteria and also the speaking preparation so that you can do by yourself, and you have to record the video. You can send it to me any day before the next lesson start, okay? So please do this homework, which is very important for you, and you will be given 15 points on this task or on this homework. So never forget to do this. I hope you all can do it pretty well, and all of you will not forget, okay? If you forget, you might lose your scores, okay? So well done. Thank you for your cooperation and attention. You guys are so brilliant. Well done for today, and I'll see you all in the next lesson. Bye.